Hi, I'm Liam. I'm a writer on Hurt. I've been there since season 1. I've written 2 episodes for season 1. I wrote 1 and co-wrote 1 for season 2, and now I'm writing a 2-parter for season 3. I Want to Live, part 1 and part 2, which are episodes 3 and 4 respectively. As you'll see, they're Christmas episodes. It was a very interesting challenge to see where we were going to go with Stone's story, especially with one of the cast members having their story complete and go out. We're focusing in a slightly different direction this season and following up with one main character instead of 2. So we really delved deep into Stone's psyche and the way he is and potential past traumas of his, and then we used his vivid imagination to present a set of episodes that have different genre takes, and mine happens to be a Christmas Carol inspired Christmas episode. As time progressed, my episode was split in 2, which I think works really well. There's a past and future and present element that comes into each of them that is represented throughout, and you get a good look at how Stone's feeling, how he feels about isolation, how he feels about his future, how he feels about his past. As many of us may do in the holiday season, may be a little bit isolated or a bit reflective, or sometimes people return to their parents' house and they kind of end up reconnecting with kind of childhood feelings. And I think with Stone and his experiences with a friend of his called Ted in the past, we get to explore those feelings and dig into the character that we've known now for 2 seasons. It was also a great opportunity while the cast was elsewhere or having their stories or story threads completed in other places to bring in Kelly, who is a character that appeared throughout season 2 in a really nice capacity. KS has helped us write and has written for season 3 as well, and to bring that character who is kind of a friend of another character, one of the Scriven siblings, and to bring in Sarah's friend as a potential new friend for Stone helps him explain his situation with his sisters, his relationship with the people around him, and he's kind of got walls up, and it's interesting to see him put down those walls in terms of he's a more guarded and closed off and colder person at this time of year, pun intended. Kelly is a great character to use because she's very much on a different part of a similar journey to Stone. Perhaps she's further along, perhaps she's on a different strand of that path, but the two of them are talking about being alone or isolated and coming together, finding new friends, opening new opportunities, and both of them are either stuck or progressing at a certain point in their careers. Both are creatives and finding that way forward while helping the other without being patronizing or reaching out an olive branch too strongly. The two of them form together quite, I'd say, a nice relationship and form a new friendship, which is from a friend of a friend to mutuals to true friends over their kind of shared bonds. Stone in the past is a character who's probably struggled with social connection or being able to not be open enough or oversharing perhaps or scaring people off. So those are things that he's experienced in the past with the flashbacks, and seeing him build a new relationship with Kelly is a really important step in his journey as he kind of forgives the past, moves on from what's happened, moves on from what's happened with Finn, and moves on to some stuff that will happen in the later episodes, some really big moments for him. And I think this was an important stepping stone, and it was important it was a Christmas episode. Those levels of reflection really help him self-define and move forward. Plus it's just a really nice setting. Obviously, as filming schedules tend to go, it was filmed in the early spring, as it always happens to be with Christmas episodes, but I think the general theme and tone is all about holiday spirit in a nice way without being super duper referential to something like A Christmas Carol, which is definitely based on, but I wouldn't say, don't expect ghosts, and is very much trying to avoid some of the super duper cliche, cheesy Hallmark movie style things, while still kind of riffing on those ideas, which was a really fun world to play with, especially with the horror and the sitcom and some other genre lenses coming forward in the next few weeks. It's been an awesome journey to have to write for Stone and Finn, Sarah and Quill and Bex and everybody in between, all the new season 2 characters and all the season 3 characters and everybody beyond, and the world that it's been able to create. So I'm really happy to be part of it. I'm happy to be able to do the animated intros at the beginning, and for this season there's been unique ones for each episode, or for this 2-parter there's been one new intro, and generally just to be involved in every step of the way, even though I'm based here in the UK and the whole thing is filmed abroad. The power of friendship that myself and Craig have, and the power of being able to create something remotely and create it in person, has been really amazing to see over these last couple of years. So yeah, big shout out to everybody that's actually been there filming. It's much easier for me to sit behind my computer and type it all out and animate, but to be able to be there, get up outside of work, to work on the weekends, and to to film this stuff, and just for the love of the stories we're telling, the messages we're telling, the messages about mental health, the queer representation in that area and in their web series space has been really important. So yeah, I hope you enjoy part 3 and part 4 of season 3.